Hello everybody. Again coming to the organic chemistry chapter. So last class I explained about the hybridization of the carbon in the formation of methane, ethene, ethyne. So here I am repeating again. Actually about hybridization you are not studying in the organic chemistry. That you are studying in the chapter chemical bonding. So it is not that important for us here, but it is the basic thing to study the bonds formed by the carbon during the formation of organic compounds. So only little brief I will explain whatever I taught in the last class. So you see here carbon having the atomic number 6, I told you, it contains 6 electrons and 6 electrons are distributed in the different orbitals of the main shell. So first main shell contains one subshell S or S orbital which is spherical in shape. So it is spherical in S orbitals are spherical in shape. Then second shell. In the second shell, two subshells are there, S and P. Okay. So in case of P again, there are 3 P orbitals which are dumbbell shaped along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So these are the 3 P orbitals which are along x-axis, px, any direction you can take it as x, px, py, pz. So including all these we say it is p orbital, okay, p subshell. So in case of carbon during the formation of the methane formula is CH4. So during the formation of the methane, when the hydrogen atoms, it is having only one s orbital containing one electron because hydrogen atomic number 1 configuration is 1s1. So only one electron is there in the s orbital of the hydrogen. Okay. So when hydrogen approaches the carbon to form the bond, carbon will be in the excited state. And when in its excited state, this paired electron gets unpaired and one of the electron jumps into the vacant empty pz orbitals. So the configuration in the excited state becomes 2s1, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. So these 4 orbitals should overlap with the s orbital of the 4 hydrogens to form 4 bonds here. But as the hydrogen contains, all the hydrogen contain s orbital having spherical shape and lower energy. But in case of carbon, only one s orbital is there, that is 2s orbital, and other 3 are 2p orbitals. So when the bond is formed, the bond length and the energy of the bond will be different. All these 4 bonds will not be same length and will not be of same energy. But by the experiments, it is observed that in case of methane, all the carbon-hydrogen bonds are equivalent. So to explain the geometry of the methane or geometry of these compounds, organic compounds formed by the carbon, a concept called hybridization was introduced. Actually, hybridization you are studying in the other chapter I told you. Okay, so don't worry about that hybridization concept here. Only what is hybridization I am telling here. So equivalent bonds, to form equivalent bonds, this for 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz undergo hybridization, means mixing. They mix together. One s orbital and 3 p orbitals mix together, and that mixing is called as hybridization. mixing of the atomic orbitals of different energies to give same number of equivalent energy orbitals, hybrid orbitals is called as hybridization. So in case of the formation of methane, these undergo sp3 hybridization. I told you this is 2s containing 1 electron, to px1 containing 1 electron, to py1 containing 1 electron, to pz containing 1 electron. So these 4 orbitals mix together and they form 4 hybrid orbitals. 4 hybrid orbitals are formed and they lie away from each other due to the repulsion of the unpaired single electron. These electrons present in the hybrid orbitals will be repelled. Therefore, the orbitals lie away from each other, giving the geometry tetrahedral geometry, or it is tetrahedron geometry. Okay. Then these orbitals, during the formation of the methane, these 4 hybrid orbitals of the carbon overlap with the s orbital of hydrogen, which contains 1 electron. Okay. And they form 4 bonds. 4 hydrogens, s orbitals of 4 hydrogen overlap with the hybrid orbitals of the carbon to form the 4 equivalent bonds. So that gives the tetrahedral shape, geometry to the methane. And the overlapping of the hybrid orbitals with the s orbital takes place along the axis. So when it takes place along the axis, the bond formed is called as sigma bond, or it is single bond. Okay. So here in case of methane, 4 sigma bonds or single bonds are formed between the carbon and the hydrogen. Therefore, in case of methane, hybridization is sp3 and then shape is tetrahedral shape, or it is called as tetrahedron. Bond angle will be 109 degree 28 minutes. And then how many bonds, which bonds are formed here? All are the bonds formed by axial overlapping. Therefore, they are sigma bonds or single bonds are formed here. Okay, axial overlapping means the overlapping takes place, maximum overlapping will be there, and therefore strong bond, sigma bond is formed. So here in case of methane, 4 sigma bonds are there. Okay, so this is about the methane. Then coming to the alkene, first member of the alkene, it is ethene. So what is the formula of ethene? C2H4. So 2 carbons are there in case of ethene. There are 2 carbons in case of ethene. So each carbon undergoes, as there are 2 carbons and in ethene there is a double bond between the carbon. Experimentally it is said. So to explain the formation of the double bond, here hybridization is different comparing to the methane. So each carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. sp2 means 1s and then 2p orbitals. Here also 1s and 2s1 means second shell it is, but only one s orbital is there during mixing, and 2p orbitals are there, px, py. So it undergoes sp2 hybridization to give 3 equivalent hybrid orbitals which contain single electron. But what about this pz orbital? It remains unhybridized. It is unhybridized orbital, not mixed with these. So in case of the ethene, the carbon is undergoing sp2 hybridization. sp2 means 1s, 2p orbitals undergoing hybridization. So carbon gives 3 equivalent hybrid orbitals which contain unpaired electron. Okay, this is about 1 carbon. But similarly, in case of ethene, as there are 2 carbons undergoes the hybridization and they give equivalent 3 hybrid orbitals. So each hybrid orbitals, they contain single electron. So therefore electron of one carbon pair with the electron of other carbon to form carbon-carbon single bond, that is sigma bond. And these two hybrid orbitals overlap with the hydrogen containing one electron, that is the electrons of the hydrogen and the carbon pair up. Here they pair to give the bonds. Okay. So, but what about the pz orbital, which is unhybridized? So here each carbon contains unhybridized pz orbital, and that unhybridized orbital, it is dumbbell shaped. Actually p orbitals before hybridization, they are dumbbell shaped. So they contain the unpaired electron. They are perpendicular to this plane and they undergo lateral overlapping. So lateral overlapping or sideways overlapping means like this. Axial means along the axis, overlapping is 100%, sigma bond is formed. But by the lateral overlapping of the unhybridized orbitals, when they overlap, they form the pi bond. After the formation of sigma bond, pi bond is formed and it gives C2H4. So these four are CH sigma bonds, and one is CC sigma bond, but another one is by the lateral overlapping, sideways overlapping, the bond formed is pi bond. Sideways overlapping of the unhybridized orbitals, it is pi bond. Okay. And similarly, next one is about the ethyne. So ethyne formula is C2H2. So in case of the C2H4, the bond angle is 120 degree. The shape is trigonal planar. Okay, like this, trigonal planar it is. Then in case of the ethyne means it comes under in alkynes. So in this case, the hybridization, the formula structure is C triple bond CH. So to explain the structure of this ethyne, this carbon undergoes sp hybridization. So sp hybridization means only two orbitals are mixing here to give two equivalent hybrid orbitals. So here also I am showing here these two mix together to undergo sp hybridization to give two hybrid orbitals. So only two hybrid orbitals are there, therefore they lie along one axis. So giving, these are two sp hybrid orbitals. This is one sp hybrid orbital containing single electron. Okay, and this is the linear one carbon. It is about one carbon. It has the linear shape and the bond angle is 180 degree. Okay, this is about one carbon. But ethyne contains two carbons. Okay, so therefore, if you take this one carbon, two hybrid orbitals, that is sp hybrid orbitals containing single electron, and another carbon, because this ethyne contains two carbons, it also contains two sp hybrid orbitals. So one sp hybrid orbital of each carbon overlap and the electrons present in that orbital gets paired. So it gives the sigma bond, okay, by the axial overlapping along the axis. Overlapping takes place along the axis. And remaining one sp hybrid orbital overlaps with it pairs its electron with the hydrogen, forming again sigma bond, single bond. Okay, and this carbon again it overlaps with the s orbital of the hydrogen, pairs up its electron to give again sigma bond or single bond. And what about these two unhybridized orbitals, py and pz? So two unhybridized orbitals, they are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to this plane. So here these are two py and pz orbitals of one carbon. Again here py and pz orbitals of the other carbon. So these py orbital overlap laterally. Py orbital of two carbon overlap laterally to form one pi bond. Then pz, this is one pz, this is one other pz overlap laterally. Again laterally means like this, sideways overlapping, to give another bond, again another pi bond. Okay, so in between carbon there is one sigma bond and two pi bonds in case of ethine, and the geometry is linear, bond angle is 180 degree. So I told you to write the homework, that is making the tabular column, write down the name and then formula, name methane, then methane formula, then hybridization, which hybridization carbon is undergoing, and the number of the types of the bonds, then shapes, bond angle. Bond angle is not important. Okay, so this much we studied in the last class. Now coming to the type of the structures, actually there are three types of the structures. So first type of the structure is, formula is three types of the structures we can write here. So one is general structure. So that is the we can write here about the general structure. Complete structural formula we can write. Complete structural formula. Okay. Now what is complete structural formula? Here in case of methane, what is its complete structural formula? Middle carbon and H. This is complete structural formula. Then second type of the formula we are studying, condensed structural formula. Condensed means short, making short. So we can write CH4. This is condensed. So complete structural formula and condensed structural formula. Second one, example about ethane, C2H6 alkanes. So this is condensed structural formula. Complete means C2. H6, H. This is ethane, second member of the alkanes. So C2H6. This is complete structural formula. This is condensed structural formula. And then in case of the alkenes, so under alkenes, first you take ethene. So ethene formula you know, C2H4. What is complete structural formula? C double bond C H. This is complete structural formula. Condensed structural formula means C2H4. Similarly, if there is a double bond, you can say what is the hybridization of carbon here. You can say if you observe double bond, you should say sp2 hybridization. When you observe single bond, we can say it is sp3 hybridization. If there is a triple bond, see suppose in case of alkynes, example is ethyne. So ethyne formula C2H2. So C2H2 is condensed, short, making short. The formula is short. But complete structural formula means C, another C, then H, another H. Ethyne means there should be triple bond. So in all these structures you can observe here, carbon should have 4 bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, to satisfy the tetravalency of carbon. So always when you write the organic compound, structure of the organic compound, you remember carbon should contain 4 bonds around it always. Okay. So in case of the methane, CH4, 4 bonds are there. Correct? In case of ethene, 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. So carbon always it should have 4 bonds. They may be double bond or triple bond or single bond. There should be 4 bonds, so that its valency should be satisfied. Okay. So this class I will give one homework here. So you write the name of the methane, ethane, only 2 members, then ethene, then ethyne, 4 members I am giving here, 4 compounds. So write the complete structural formula and condensed structural formula. So condensed structural formula I told here, methane means complete andre how to write CH4. All the hydrogens you should show. Condensed means CH4. Okay. Ethane, CC. Ethane, alkane it is. There is no double bond. H. Okay. Then here condensed C2H6. This one. Then ethene, C double bond C. Ethene. E and the double bond. So this is complete structural formula. Condensed C2H4 is ethene. Then ethyne complete formula C triple bond CH. Condensed C2, 2 carbons, 2 hydrogens C2H2. So this much you should write. In the next class we will solve some question answers about the sigma bond, pi bonds. Okay. So thank you.